Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens, home of the spicy double feature. I'm Carson Green.
And I'm Annie Janes. This week's spicy dub is Maxxxine and Pearl.
Okay, I think we understand, obviously, why it's spicy. This is two movies that are part of a trilogy by Ty West, starring Mia Goth. But what do you think ties these two characters together specifically?
Ooh, Pearl and Maxxxine. Well, they both have a dream that drives their life.
Yeah.
And it drives their decisions, what their dream is. And one character maybe gets driven mad, and the other character is driven to success.
Yep. Yeah. You know, they're also really tough. Both of them have kind of like at least one extremist parent.
Yep. And they're both Mia Goth.
And it's both Mia Goth, yes. All right, well, should we get started?
Yeah. Do you want to do Maxxxine first?
Yes. Okay, without further ado.
Maxxxine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that correct? I'm curious, did you always want to be in that line of work?
I always wanted to be famous.
If you need to read off the sides we gave you, just go ahead, all right?
I know the lines.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
Maxxxine fucking Minx.
Annie, please hit me with some facts.
Okay. This movie, Maxxxine, came out July 5th, 2024. It was written and directed by Ty West, starring Mia Goth, Elizabeth Debicki, Lily Collins, Kevin Bacon, Michelle Monaghan, and Giancarlo Esposito. It has a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's the description from IMDb. In the 1980s Hollywood, adult film star and aspiring actress Maxxxine Minx finally gets her big break. But as a mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Hollywood, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. Okay, can I be so honest?
Yeah, please, I'm begging you.
When we first see the tape that she gets delivered, the VHS tape that says for Maxxxine, and she puts it in the DVD player, and we see her from X, like we see the porn from X that they were shooting in that movie. I had a whole brain rewire moment because I forgot that was the same person. I was at first, for some reason, I was like, those are this happened in two totally different times. Not realizing that, I think that was the 70s and this was the 80s. So it was like, yeah, that's the same girl.
Yeah.
And for a second, I thought Ty West was doing something crazy. I was like, oh my God, he's referencing a movie that like has nothing to do. Like, how come that movie's in this movie? Anyways, it was a dumb moment for me. I had to get that off my chest. I figured it out very quickly. And it has, a lot to do with the end. So anyways, sorry, I just had to get that off my chest.
No, thank you for being vulnerable. You know, this is always a safe space.
Of course.
Well, once you did piece this all together, what'd you think?
I didn't love this movie. I think out of the three, this one to me feels like the least unique and the most generic. Especially the third act. Like, I just feel like I have seen enough of this, like, cult, Hollywood Hills, buffoonery. And on top of that, the moment I thought was just very predictable and kind of lame. But that's not to say I didn't enjoy watching it. I think I honestly had a fine time with this film. I'm just a little disappointed compared to the other two. I just felt like it got a little lost between Maxxine's dream plotline and then this like strangler mystery business. Whereas like Pearl and X were kind of very straightforward. This I felt was more all over the place. So yeah, I don't know. Those are my overall thoughts. But what about you? What did you think?
Yes, thank you for asking. I loved this movie, and in fact, I felt the complete and exact opposite you did watching this. I really, really well. Okay, number one, I love an LA movie, of course.
Yes, I was excited to hear your thoughts about that with this.
I love an LA movie. I felt like all of the little side plots, everything that was kind of going on in the background, I thought that it added to the story. It definitely like added a layer of suspense, a layer of like I don't know, just it just exactly what you said. It wasn't as straightforward as Pearl, and I really liked that. Like I had a really good time. But I think more than anything, I loved the character Maxxine. She was so fucking cool. She was so tough. Like that scene, spoiler alert, there's a scene where someone tries to follow her in a dark alley with a knife, and she literally turns around with a gun, makes him strip naked, get on his knees. She's like commanding him. And then she stomps on his balls with her heels. I don't know, like I've never seen that before. Never seen that.
Yeah. True. Never seen that. I got to say that Gus turned to me while we were watching this and he said, I think Mia Goth could play Carson in a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, Gus. Wow.
I know.
Okay.
Like not just stomping on the balls, also just how she looks.
Oh,
it's both.
Oh my God. Thank you, Gus. Wow.
I know. I think that was
what
a good
compliment.
Yeah, that was a good cast for you for your biopic.
Yeah, it really is. If Natasha Lyonne is not available,
yes, we'll hit up Mia
Goth. That's so funny. Oh my God. No, she was great in this. I loved her performance. This is something I recognize that she did in Pearl, but I hadn't seen Pearl before this. She yells.
Yes. She is not afraid to yell, and she's not afraid to yell real, which means it's going to sound ugly. It's going to sound legitimate, and like actresses don't do that. Or actors. They want it to sound good and not real.
Yeah. Dude, she yells. She was very commanding. And like, I don't know. I liked all the nuance in her character. Like, it's very obvious that she has a dark past. I really appreciate her dream that she was chasing after. I really like that plot line with Elizabeth Debicki, who, by the way, I thought that that's who was playing Kathy in The Bike Riders, which is Austin Butler's wife. I don't know why I thought that was her. Yeah, Jodie Comer. But they're very similar, I think.
Except Elizabeth Debicki's like 7 feet tall.
Oh my God, she's like an Amazon woman.
She's so big. Okay, on the note of Mia Goth being amazing.
Yeah.
We open with her auditioning for a role in a movie. And her acting is so fucking good.
Yeah.
That to me, it was just a waste that we never got to see that for the rest of the movie. With the Elizabeth Debicki scenes, I thought that it was getting repetitive of just like, oh, you better do good. And I wish we could have seen her act more. Or I wish like the threat of Elizabeth Debicki, everyone's like, oh, she's like she's a real C word. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never saw that actually come out either. Coming at the movie for what it was, again, didn't hate it. I still had a pretty good time watching it.
Dude, I loved Elizabeth Debicki's character being like, I'm an artist, I'm making a piece of art, and it's like the sequel of a slasher film.
Yeah.
Like, I loved that kind of, I felt like it was like really ironic. I felt like that was Ty West being like, look at me. It felt like an Easter egg. It felt like an Easter egg for sure.
And like, because of how kind of regal she is, and she's this lovely silky British accent, and then the movie she's making is just like schlocky horror. Yeah, you're right. That was very ironic. I did like that.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I have to talk about Giancarlo Esposito and Kevin Bacon.
Go on.
Perfectly cast. I think that these two roles might be my favorite roles of these two actors. I'm so serious. When we first cut to Giancarlo Esposito wearing that insane fucking wig, and then on top of that, he's wearing like a Bluetooth mic, but it's not Bluetooth yet because it's the 80s. It's like he's like plugged into the phone. Yeah. It's like a headset mic. Oh my God, I laughed. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about, dude.
I also laughed, and I loved both of them. Where's Kevin Bacon been? He's kind of coming back. He was also just in some other movie. Axel F, maybe? No. Something that just came out. He's trying to make a comeback, but he was one of my favorite parts about this whole film. I loved his gold teeth. I loved how high his pants were. Like, yes. I loved how grimy he was. They knew that he was a more interesting villain than the Strangler mystery, so I loved the back and forth between them. I thought that the backlot chase was a little lame. I'll be real.
Yeah.
And the Psycho House, I also thought was a kind of lame. It just felt like tacked on for some reason. But Kevin Bacon has my heart. And Giancarlo as well. I liked his silly wig. I like that they're changing his looks up and his characters, because he often plays the same kind of guy. This was such a fun vibe for him.
It was really fun. Yes, I agree. I think that the chase scene in the lot was it wasn't giving.
Yeah.
But you know what scene I really loved? Again, Mia Goth being a bad bitch, Maxxine really showing her exes here, was when he was following her and she noticed him with a video camera. She stopped her car. She parked her car. She got out of her car. She walked over to him. She ripped the camera out of his hands, threw it on the ground, proceeded to beat the absolute shit out of him with her keys.
Yep.
She fucked this man up. Inspiring, honestly. Like, I was like, go off, girly. And then again, she's yelling. She's screaming at him. Do not fuck with me. I loved it. Amazing scene. No notes.
Do you feel, as a trilogy, can you call out this as your favorite?
Honestly, yeah, I think so. I think it's solely because of Maxxine, the character. Like, I just thought she was really cool. I thought she was really interesting. She had grit, and she
worked hard. I love that. She had a goal, and she was like, I am going to be a star. Yeah. And I'm going to make strides to do that. And if that means working all the time or whatever, I really like that.
Yeah, dude. And also, I kind of just coming off the heels of Magnolia, which was from 1999, and just is misogynistic without intending to be. I really enjoyed that, like, this movie did not feel exploitative, even though we were watching porn stars. We were talking about sex a lot. We were talking about sexuality a lot. We were talking about women's bodies. It didn't feel exploitative. It felt very respectful and cool. Like, in the opening scene that you're talking about, whenever she's at that audition and they say, okay, open your top, let us see your tits. And then we, the audience, don't see her tits. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is what Hollywood used to look like, but here we are in 2024 and we're actually changing it. That felt great.
I see. Like, it was showing us the 80s Hollywood, what it would have been. Yeah.
You're getting hired based on what your tits look like.
For
and
a movie that's not about tits. It's not a fucking porn movie.
Right. And in fact, I'm pretty sure she plays like, it's literally called The Puritan. I'm pretty sure she's wearing like a puritanical dress the entire time.
And here's one subtle thing I noticed. When she's walking out of the audition and she's like, you guys might as well give up because I just nailed that. Everyone, including her, is blonde. And I was reminded of in Pearl when she does the audition, not to get ahead of ourselves here, but there's a line where it's like, oh, well, we're just looking for like, you know, someone blonde. Yeah. And tall or whatever the description was, but it's definitely blonde. And I feel like that was supposed to be a nod towards that audition process.
Yeah, I think so too. I appreciate how this trilogy was told. I think it's really interesting, and I appreciate this conclusion of it. I appreciate that this was the conclusion of it.
Yeah. Did you at one point wonder if Maxxxine was maybe going to go mad?
Gonna go mad?
Like she was going to go Pearl?
Oh, interesting. No, I don't think I ever thought that. She was like, she felt so grounded. She felt so like, as we're saying, you know, she had a goal and she wasn't going to do anything to jeopardize that. Even like whenever Elizabeth Debicki turned to her and said, whatever's going on in your personal life that is taking away from this movie, you need to go sort it out. And immediately she's like, yeah, I intend to. She's already thinking how to fix this so that she can move on and follow through her dream.
Yeah.
Did you?
Very Carson coded. A lot of her. Yeah. For real.
Thank you.
I wondered, like the thought crossed my mind when she did crush that dude's balls. I was like, oh, is she gonna go on a murdering rampage to become a star? A la Pearl, but it didn't go there, and that was fine. It was just a fluttering thought that I had. Yeah.
I got to talk about the shootout just briefly. That whole sequence felt really not satisfying to me, unfortunately. Like I was really into it. I was really interested in the idea that there was a Night Stalker, and then there was a Night Stalker who was pretending to be the Night Stalker in order to get Maxxine's attention. I liked that. But I don't know what it was. I think maybe that it ended in a shootout was what was unsatisfying to me.
Could be, yeah. It's a little silly. It's a little overdone.
Yeah.
Why do we got to put guns and everything?
Yeah.
You know what was weird to me? This is right before the shootout. They treated the reveal of who the stalker was like as if it was, I don't know. To me, I was like, oh okay. But were you like, when that happened?
I honestly, I was like brought back to X in the same way that you were brought back to X with the VHS tape. I was brought back whenever we saw the dad, and I was like, oh, that's right. At the end of X, she hears on the radio her dad pleading to get his daughter back.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, right. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. This guy's like an insane person.
Yes. I remembered that. And I liked the idea. And I liked this like weird thing of him fulfilling his daughter's wish to become a star in his mind. in his sick, twisted mind. I just didn't like the way that they did the reveal of who he was.
Yeah.
Was like as if it was going to be her, like her best friend. But I didn't love either her like chasing up into the Hollywood Hills, into the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Just that whole third act moment. That's why I was left disappointed, because of how major that was to the story. But I love that the character resonated with you so much, because she was badass at the end of the day.
Yeah, dude, she was cool. And I felt like we may have gotten a little nugget, a little Easter egg, because they state very clearly that Maxxxine sold her life rights and Elizabeth Debicki's character was making a movie. Are we going to get a secret fourth movie?
Well, I was wondering, is this the movie also? Like maybe they're hinting at the movie we just watched kind of was that too?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I thought both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, yet to be seen. I'm ready to score if you are.
I'm ready. I will give it a 6.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.
All right, 7 out of 10. Maxxxine. Let's move on and talk about Pearl.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known, so that I'll make it far, far away from this place.
Well, caring for your family during these times is admirable. But you only get one take at this life.
If only they would just die.
Pardon?
Nothing. I want to be special, dancing up on the screen like the pretty girls in the pictures.
I will not let you leave this farm again.
Okay, please, I'm begging you to please give me some facts.
Pearl came out in 2022. It was written and directed by Ty West, starring Mia Goth, has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's the description from IMDb. In 1918, a young woman on the brink of madness pursues stardom in a desperate attempt to escape the drudgery, isolation, and loneliness of life on her parents' farm. Lovelessness, excuse me. Okay, I'm dying. I am dying. Period. No, I am dying to hear what you thought of Pearl.
Yes. Okay, thank you for asking. Number one, before I go on, I just quickly, if you're listening, dear listener, and you want to know what Annie and I had to say about X, the movie, you can listen to that episode. It's episode 65 if you want to complete the trilogy here with the movie Mavens.
Not only that, but we also talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is a huge influence on X, but honestly, Pearl as well. Like there is some major crossover. Yeah. Maybe even more so in Pearl.
Yeah, I think you might be right. All right, well, yes. Okay, Pearl, this is the first time I saw it. I don't know why I put it off for so long. So many people, like literally from the moment it came out, so many people recommended this movie to me and they were like, you have to see it, like you're going to love it. And I knew that this was a trilogy, and so I knew that eventually I was going to watch it. And I'm glad that I watched it with Maxxxine rather than with X. And I think it's because I really like the juxtaposition of these two characters. It's interesting you asked me, did I think that Maxxxine was going to be, was she going to go mad? And it's like, that character is written so, like, she's so strong. And Pearl, the character, is so weak. And she's like weak-minded. And she, like, is so fallible.
She's very naive. And
yeah.
She is so isolated that she, like, it's part of her own undoing almost.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked the character. I really liked Pearl. Again, I loved Mia Goth's character. She was also yelling. We got some iconic lines here. I'm married. And I'm a star, please. I'm a star. Like,
I'm a star.
that's iconic. But I think as a whole, I found myself, and I hate to say this, I found myself a little bit bored.
Go on. Just a little too slow.
It's kind of like what I was saying about how with Maxxxine, there was all these things going on and they all kind of informed each other. And I felt like with Pearl, there was really only one thing going on.
Yes.
And like I watched Maxxxine, and then the next day I watched Pearl. And so like watching these movies back to back, it was like night and day, literally.
Yeah, they're very different, which I think is cool as a trilogy. I just love the idea of a trilogy with like 3 completely different movies that are connected in some way.
Yeah. What did you think? Had you seen this before?
So I did see it. I didn't get to see it in theaters. Honestly, the reason I feel like we both skipped out is because it came out literally like 6 months after X. And I don't know, maybe I just wasn't ready to go back to that world yet. But then Martin Scorsese had to come out and say that he loved it. And I was like, okay. I'm intrigued. So I watched it at home, but when I watched it at home, it was like lights off, phone off. My TV lights are set to red. Full dedication. And the first time I watched this movie, I loved it. I don't know. I like loved it way more than I ever expected. Something about it connected with me. I loved how weird and artsy it was at times, like with her dance audition, for example.
Oh, right.
And even just the first moment, like we see her in her room, she starts to dance, and then we hear these stage lights and she's in darkness, and we see her reflection in one shot. And then her mom enters the room and it's her room again. And all this takes place in one shot. There's some amazing filmmaking moments. Aesthetically, I think it nails it. I love the really intense reds and greens and blues.
Yes.
And the sweeping orchestra. The music sounds very old fashioned. The title cards are great. Mia Goth is stellar. And I love the arc of like thinking you're in for a kind of a normal movie. Oh, a girl has a dream and she has a shitty mom. A tale as old as time. And then it starts to go, wait a minute. Is this girl okay? Like, is she all right? Is she all right? And then you quickly find out this girl is not okay, and shit hits the fan. And that was just really a fun twist for me. Second time watching, this most recent time, it was a lot slower for me, and I did find myself getting a little bored. And the simplicity of it all did not bother me in the first time I saw it. But maybe it's just because I knew where it was going. Maybe this movie just isn't a rewatcher, because not all of them are. Maybe there's just not enough there. But I just really had to bring up how much I loved it the first time, because it truly affected me. Like, it was like a 10 out of 10 for me that first time I watched it.
Damn. Okay.
I know.
You were locked in.
I was pearl pilled. I just love like how dedicated it was to showing the character's dream, like how many scenes there were of what her dream is and what her shitty life is she's trying to escape.
Yeah.
Like, it's so rare we get to watch a character. God damn. Isn't that crazy? Like, or even get to know a character. What did you think of the monologue that Mia Goth does in like the finale of the film?
Okay. Oh my God. That was probably my favorite part of the entire movie, to be perfectly honest. I loved her performance in that. I feel like that was what Maxxine's performance in The Puritan 2 was it was this Pearl monologue. Dude, it was so just like the way that she's describing, she's like, yeah, it felt good to kill these small animals. And I don't know, man. It was like...
It covers a lot of ground.
It really does, but it's like a full exploration. It's like a full like manifesto of a psychopath.
Yes, and I love that she confronts her own, like, she confronts herself, because she's like, I'm not normal, like, I know I'm not. That was just so fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
What a talent. Mia Goth is a star.
She really is. I also really loved that the sister-in-law got up to leave, and it's like they both knew that she actually couldn't leave.
Oh.
The suspense there, yeah.
And the suspense of the shot where she's chasing her with the axe, it's like a really long oneer. And she's like walking out of the house, and Mia Goth like really casually goes and gets the axe, and then it like turns into a run. And then you realize, oh my God, if someone kills someone with an axe, it's not one blow, it's multiple. Dear God. It's just, that was really effective.
It really was. It really, really was. I also just quickly want to touch on the alligator.
Oh, please do.
The alligator was one of my favorite parts about X. There's just something about creatures in water, murderous, hungry creatures, predators in water, that is so starkly terrifying.
Agreed.
And I loved the alligator in X. I remember being really, really like, there was some adrenaline going on every time we were by that lake. And I just really loved watching Pearl befriend this alligator and just knowing that their friendship, their bond, their murderous bond was going to last a lifetime.
Yeah, true. It does, because we see how it manifests in X. And like showing the gator as the freeze frame of the title, love.
Yes.
Love.
Yes.
And her, like, when she goes to kill the duck, I'm like, oh, wait, is she a psychopath? And then when she feeds the alligator, I'm like, oh, no. It's like she's just feeding the pet. And I'm like, yeah, that's dark, but she has to feed the pet, right? Mm-hmm. It's like giving a rat to your pet snake. But no, she actually was a psychopath. I love that little loop.
Yeah, me too.
Did you notice in Maxxxine, she's stepping on a Hollywood star of Theta, and I forget her last name, and that's Theta is the name of the alligator.
Oh my God, I meant to look that up. That's so funny.
I don't even know who that is, but it was the name.
God, that's so, I like this trilogy. What do you think about its, how it's ordered?
It's interesting. Because X and, Maxxxine is a direct sequel to X. And Pearl, to me, it is a prequel, I guess, because it's about the old lady in X. Maybe I would have liked to see it in a different order. But I don't know. It's hard to say. What about you? Would you have changed it up?
I don't know. I think it was like obviously an artistic choice to release it the way that they did. It felt kind of full circle, I think. I think we like Pearl felt like a necessary tangent. Almost.
Yes. Totally, because it's like we're in the same location as X. It's not like fully new like Maxxxine is. Totally new.
Yeah.
It did feel like a tangent, but a tangent that I loved.
Yeah. No, it was tight. I love Mia Goth. I'm married. Dude, she plays a psycho so well. I want to see her. Who do I want to see her teamed up with? Maybe like a Cronenberg. I need to see her.
Wait, she was, no?
Was she? Oh my God, was she in that?
Infinity Pool.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, she was so psycho in that movie. Dude, she's amazing. She's a 10 out of 10. She is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah. Smash or pass, Mia Goth. Smash.
It's a smash. Yeah, it's a smash.
All right. Well, I'm ready to score it if you are.
Okay, go on.
Should I score it for this watch, I suppose, huh?
You know what? Follow your heart, Annie. There's no rules.
Oh my God. In that case, I'll give it a 8.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 6.
Oh my gosh, our scores are reversed, but both are Movie Mavens 7 out of 10s.
That feels right, I think. Yeah. I'm going to go back and listen to our X episode. I wonder what we rated X. I know I've loved it. I loved it. So I probably scored it. I'm going to guess I gave it a 9.
Wow. I'm going to guess I gave it a 6.
Yeah. That feels right also.
Yeah.
Listener, if you go back and listen to episode 65 before us, write in. And what did you think of this trilogy? We want to know. Did you love it or hate it? Also, Mia Goth, smash or pass? If you say pass, who's the psychopath now? Anyway, thanks for listening. Write to us on Instagram at Movie Mavens. Follow us on TikTok. We're posting some fun and cute pop culture moments. And that's it. Movie Mavens all the way out.